If you don't know what you need to know about hosting an Airbnb, it can cost you thousands of dollars. But if you do know, it'll make you 3 times as much of your investment. Let's find out how. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and Power Up Real Estate. My greatest passion is helping people just like you create financial freedom through multifamily real estate investing. And in this video, this video is brought to you by our Real Estate Ignition Inner Circle. It's our mastermind group that helps you take advantage of the amazing real estate that exists so you can start generating revenue. Our students in the Inner Circle are seeing massive success because they have some experts to bounce ideas off so that they can take the next step in their real estate journey. And if that's you, there's a link in the description. You can click that link. And if you'd like to hop on the phone with one of our team members, we'll explain what the mastermind looks like and see if you're a good fit. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that thumbs up button, hit that bell notification so that you get notified every time we do a video. So if you want to run an Airbnb, let's go. When I first got into the Airbnb game, I was clueless. I'm serious, the first Airbnb cost me thousands and thousands of dollars because I had no clue what I was doing. So please watch this video, implement it so you don't turn into what I was like when I first started because I didn't have a clue what I was doing and it cost me tons of money. I don't want that to happen to you. And so in this video, I want to walk you through what you really do need to know to understand what a successful Airbnb looks like or a short-term rental so you can leverage the success points and throw away all the mistakes that I made and learn from that. The occupancy rate will tell you how much money you're gonna make. For example, if you think you can get $129 a night, maybe you can. But let's say that area only really has a 50 to 60% occupancy rate for that area for Airbnb. Well, then you have to take 15 to 20 nights rather than 25 to 30 nights. So again, you have to understand the occupancy rate before you can really dictate how much revenue you're gonna make. And so if you go to there's a website we use called airdna.co, airdna.co. We'll put that in the description. If you click that link, you can type in your name, create a little profile, which is free, and it'll tell you the average nightly rate and the average occupancy rate of any area you're seeking to do an Airbnb or a short-term rental. It's a powerful strategy for you to use and a powerful tool to make sure your property will make money in that area. Now, I want to make a side note about that software. When you go there, it takes the average. So if there's people renting their just a room out and they're getting $25 a night or $40 a night or $50 a night, that's going to impact the average of that area. So again, you have to understand the averages will be lower than you probably can get, but it'll give you an idea of where the ballpark is. The second thing you have to understand is how you're going to manage it. So you really need 2 different management teams for an Airbnb. You need somebody to manage the online work and the booking, and you need somebody to manage the on-the-ground work, meaning cleaning and maintenance. There's 2 pieces of management. So when you're partnering with an Airbnb manager that works in that area, they'll have both. So you can partner with a manager. If you're going to do it yourself, you have to understand there's the online booking component, meaning getting guests. Then there's the cleaning. Every time somebody moves out, you have to have it clean. And then you have to have the maintenance team come in and fix up anything, any screws loose in the cabinets, door handles loose, toilets running slow, all that kind of stuff. You got to have an on the ground team doing maintenance. So when you're going to manage your property, you have to understand there's really the on the ground and the online team that manages these really well. Now for me, I'm in real estate for freedom. So I have a property manager that does all of that. Now, if I didn't, I wouldn't be in this game because I'd have to worry about if guests got their codes to get into the property rather than worry about getting more properties that generate more revenue. You need to spend your time finding deals and finding money. Stop trying to manage, get people to manage that's what they do day in, day out. They're going to manage it better than you can. But you can have some say in the management. You still lead the management team. But again, make sure you have somebody that's doing that so you can back up and you can continue to find more deals. See, in real estate, there's really 2 things that you need to focus on. Find deals, find money. Opportunities and cash. You got to have both. If you stay there, you'll be able to grow quickly. This is one of the ways that we've grown from 13 to 452 units in such a short period of time, under 2 years, because we understood find deals, find money. You just have to focus on those 2 things. Management, let other people do that. So when you say, how am I going to manage this? Hire a company that does it. Yes, they're going to take 15 to 25%. So what? Just go find more deals and it'll continue to make money for you. I assure you, you'll make way more money finding deals, finding money than you will if you want to self-manage your property to save that little percentage that you have to pay a manager. So as I mentioned, not only do you need that online team, you need an awesome cleaning team and an awesome maintenance team. But there's a couple things you have to know about these teams in order to make sure they're successful. There's a way you set up your cleaning team. You want your cleaning team to have a list, a checklist of things that they check when they're in the property. Because the number one person who finds out about things that need to be fixed other than guests is your cleaner. The cleaner's going to be in there. They're going to see the cabinet door that's a little loose, the fridge that isn't quite closing, all those little maintenance quirks of a property. And the cleaner and the maintenance team need to almost be hand in hand. So when you're having a cleaner, you want to train them on what to look for, making sure that, flushing all the toilets, making sure they're working, running the sinks, running the kitchen sinks and the bathroom sinks, making sure there's no clogs and they're not draining slow, and open the fridge, make sure it's cleaned out. As they're doing all that, always be looking to make sure there's things that don't need to be fixed. So your cleaning team is not just a cleaning team, but it's a maintenance scouting team, right? They're scouting out maintenance. And I know you might be thinking, yeah, but the more I maintain, the more money I make. That's a long-term rental mindset. Like when you're renting the property out long-term, a lot of times landlords want to fix things just enough to get it rented, which I don't recommend. My idea is keep the property at tip-top shape. Your tenants will stay longer, and it's a lot less money from having to turn over tenants than to have to fix a leaky faucet. Make sure they're excited about being in your place. But short-term rental, every single guest that leaves your property is going to leave a review. Maybe not every guest, but a lot of guests are going to leave a review. And that review is going to be like, it was a beautiful place, loved it, can't wait to come again. Or the fridge didn't work, the air conditioning was slow, the heat didn't work, and they're going to list all this stuff, right? And they'll go off. And the way that a lot of these sites go off is you can't see their review until you review. They can't see your review until you actually put one on, so that people aren't bad reviewing each other. Oh, you give a bad review, I'm going to give a bad review. So they don't want that. So your cleaning team helps make sure that your reviews stay northeast, because on these booking sites, there's a thing called Superhost. When you reach Superhost status, they book more often. Airbnb feeds you more deals. They put you on the top of searches so that people find your property first. And the way you get there is by having massive good reviews and low complaint rates. And you get that by a cleaning team that's looking around, looking at all the floors and looking at the doors, shutting the doors, making sure they work, so that and your maintenance team knows if they need to fix anything. And the last thing you need to do to run an Airbnb is have scale pricing. Don't have one price for a nightly rate that you carry out throughout the entire year and every single night of the month. Because some days are premium days. The weekends should be a little bit higher. Events in your area. For example, we own 8 units right by Notre Dame. Well, home Notre Dame football games, we charge literally almost 10 times our nightly rate, because it's such a sought after area. It's so sought after. I have people in South Bend that own single family homes that move out of their home. They just go and stay in a hotel for 8 weekends a year on the home games for Notre Dame, anywhere from 6 to 8 games. They make their entire mortgage payment that way. For the whole year. And sometimes they make it more than people make renting out a house all year. So if we charged our nightly rate and people could book, we'd lose thousands, literally tens of thousands of dollars. So you want to have scale pricing. So if there's a NASCAR race in your area, you want to make sure the nights are higher for that. If there's a full home football game or home sporting event, or I live in Phoenix, when the TPC Scottsdale event was here, the Waste Management Open, one of the biggest events in the world, over 1 million people come into Phoenix for that event. Airbnbs were extremely high for that weekend because, again, it's scale pricing. They're renting it out at the demand. It's the same thing anywhere. When you go to a hotel, hotels do this same thing. If you're going on certain nights, they're going to be higher rates. And you want to make sure you have scale pricing. And if you want more information about our Real Estate Ignition Inner Circle, click that link below. One of our team members will hop on the phone with you and will help you see how this mastermind is helping students just like you get success. And as always, make sure you hang around. We have loads of content helping you get to your next level in the real estate game. I'll see you in the next video.